In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 stupid simple tips to improve your SMMA profits and cash flow. This is something that I just pulled from my SMMA. We're doing over 7 figures, and this was a complete game changer. We had some mistakes early on that was hurting our cash flow, hurting our profits. So we decided to take this more serious, figure out what are 3 things that we could do to improve this. And I'm pleased to say that it actually worked. And it's not that hard to implement. So you could just implement this into your business. I'll give it all away to you. And the last one is going to be the sneakiest one that I had no idea, like didn't even cross my mind until I discovered this. And now it's really helped with our cash flow by implementing this. So stay to the end. I'll give you that as well. So diving in, number 1 is going to be price. I found that if you round up your service prices up to $800, it likely will stay the exact same close rate. So if you take your services that are at $2,500 and per month and you make it $2,800, it's not going to change. If you take it from $3,000 up to $3,800, it's going to, at least for us, we actually improved our close rate by just making that one change. And the reason why I like this is because literally doing this alone, for us, it increased our profits by 26%. All else, it was one of the most simple levers that we pulled, and it just added cash to our bottom line that we can now redeploy into our business and just have on hand. The other thing with this, if you look at Apple, one of the best companies in the entire world, if you look at their P&L statement, it's amazing. What did they do differently in their business? They actively chose to be premium in the marketplace. And if you're premium, this gives you tons of leverage because you just have that extra cash flow. You're going to be able to hire better employees. You're going to be able to invest it into R&D. You're going to be able to grow faster, invest it into marketing, sales, all the things which will snowball and create momentum for your business. If you are selling services, what I found is for a small percentage of people, 10% of people, it is their default nature to always ask for a discount. And if you're at kind of as low as you'll want to ever go, like let's call it $1,500 per month, and like you really can't afford to go any less, well, what's going to happen when you have a client who they really like to just ask for discounts and they don't like to do things and move forward on decisions, or they take their time until you give them what they want? Well, you might say, well, those aren't the type of people that I want to bring into my business. But I mean, sometimes those can be like still great clients. So just having that, if you do decide to, for the right client, come down on price, or let's say you have a behemoth brand that if you get them as a case study, but they are asking for a discount in some fashion, it still is a win-win. You can give them the discount. And in return, you say, hey, I want a testimonial from this, or hey, I want, XYZ if I am going to give you this discount. Well, you still have that leverage, and it's not actually hurting your business. It's not at a loss for you, for your business. The next thing on this is really, I would say, keep increasing your price as long as your close rate is between 20 and 40%. If you start to notice that, hey, you've gotten to a point where either clients are churning out quickly or your close rate has fallen below 20%, where it used to be maybe 40%, that's where I'd start to pull back. And that's how you can kind of find your range on whether your pricing truly feels like a no-brainer for your clients. The next thing on pricing is that you really just can't sell only media buying these days. And you shouldn't even want to, because in reality, if you are like an e-commerce agency, it is never just a media buying problem. Let's be honest, guys. It's never just a media buying problem. In reality, it's a CRO problem, website problem, email retention marketing problem. It's a creative issue. So the higher ticket pricing that you have, it allows you to add on additional services that will keep your clients staying with you forever, because you're actually solving the problems in their business. Media buying is not the only problem in their business. And what do they say about businesses that never lose clients? If you have a client that never leaves and all of your clients never leave you, you will be rich. That is like the key to being rich. The other point on price is, if you ever want to sell your agency one day, you need to make sure you have extremely high retention. An older investor will not understand why your retention is only 8 months. And even though you might say to yourself, well, 8 months in the digital marketing space, it's actually pretty good. That's actually like normal in our industry. An older investor will not understand, and they just won't get it because there's SEO agencies and these old school other businesses that have retention for 2, 3, 4 years for their clients. That's the normal. So you need to make sure you can solve all of your clients' problems, because that's truly what is going to help with retention of your clients. So you need to not only do media buying, like I was saying, you need to do the creative, you need to do the website, you need to do the email, you need to do full funnel marketing, because that is where the industry is going. And in 3-5 years, if you only are doing the media buying, I mean, Facebook's literally coming out with it and saying they're trying to take stuff away from the media buyers. Facebook wants to do the media buying for us, because that is the best form of getting results right now. So it's understanding the angles and the copyright and again, full funnel marketing that's going to get results. And this is going to be how you sell your agency for a lot of money, if that's something you want to do. But also the big perk is you have clients that never want to leave you. The second tip that will improve your cash flow and profit is going to be volume. So if you can just close a larger percentage of your conversations, if you can take a 20% close rate and get it to a 40% close rate, that is double your sales without doing anything. Same thing with your website. You have a 3% conversion rate and you get it up to a 6% conversion rate. That is double your sales without doing anything. This is massive. So figure out how you can improve your script, improve your authority delta. So having tons of case studies up front, showing all the big brands that you've worked with up front. If you're saying, well, I haven't worked with big brands up front, well, you need to start stacking these case studies and just showing expertise, like you know what you're doing, stacking your skill set, getting better at this over time. Even if that means you're working for cheap in the beginning, you need to quickly stack this stuff up so you're in a position where you have that authority and can talk on that you are the expert when it comes to this stuff, so you get that trust and credibility from your clients. This will really help, and this is one lever, just increasing the amount of volume. If you can close 4 clients a week and get that to 8 clients a week, your business is just going to grow. You're going to have more cash flow and more profit for your business. Now, the third one, this is what I was saying, was a sneaky one, and it definitely caught us by surprise. And our agency is just collecting on time. So it's easy to push back retainers when clients ask for it. Oh, well, I don't go live till, I don't really want to be billed if we're not live yet. These are a lot of things that I hear. And it's easy to just push back the retainer. Our agency, honestly, we were just doing this every time a client asked for it. But really what we're focused on is just being sharp and going live ASAP. There's no excuse to just, lollygag and take your time when it comes to going live. This is super important to be able to bill for time number 2 and time number 3, and also getting your clients results faster, which will increase your time to value, which is so crucial in the first 30 days of really, even if a client pays you money, they have not decided whether they like you or not. So you need to show them within the first 30 days that you mean business and you're going to be the partner for them. Something we've also added is having reminders 5 days before their invoice is due. So this just gives them some prep time so they know exactly, hey, all right, I need to pay this invoice here coming soon. They also get a reminder the day before and then the day of. And then every day after, if it is late, they're going to get pounded and pounded on like, hey, you need to pay because this is just that important. The other thing that you can do to help with this is, and this is kind of a different method of doing it, but create an EA account. So if you can't afford to hire an EA, just create an account under your girlfriend or under somebody else on your team and just call it EA@companyname.com and have that be the designated person to reach out for all invoicing. What I found is that because other people usually tend to respect that, hey, they have an EA, their job responsibility is to just collect payments on time. They don't want to disrespect that person's job because they know that, that person could get in trouble and that's a person's livelihood. And this has significantly helped our ability to just get payments quicker because we've implemented these things. So these three things have significantly helped our 7-figure SMMA increase our cash flow and profit. Obviously, we're still learning as we go, but we've literally been able to increase our profit by more than 20%, which is huge for our company. So I highly recommend you use some of these in your business. These are going to be the three main levers all businesses can use. And if this video was helpful to you, share it to a friend, show it to them, and help their profits and cash flow. They will appreciate it for it. Have a good one. Bye.